YouTube channel for the Soulful Voices Circle. Today we are going to do our daily oracle card pull. This is the deck rather that we are using. It's the Mystical Healing Reading Card deck. It's a deck that is relatively new to me, and I just pulled the card in my Patreon group, which was the Minimize Guilt card. Interesting reading. And go to www.patreon.com/Soulful Voices if you are interested in listening to that reading. Okay, so what does this Soulful Voices Circle need to understand for today as you go out into the world? Again, this deck is about healing. So what is it that Spirit wants you to focus on healing today? Let's see. Here we go. This is the card I have. It's in reverse and it says, it's a no, it's a no. Okay, so on the surface level, it's saying that if there's something you've been wondering about and not sure about, it's probably the answer to your question is probably no. But it's also saying it's a no in the reverse position, which means that maybe you've been saying yes too much to people. And it's time to turn that around and begin to recognize that it is okay for you to say no. It is okay for you to set boundaries for yourself. You do not have to say yes to everybody, okay? And maybe you've been having a hard time saying no to people. Okay, so that's one way to read this card. But the other way is saying that maybe, and you know who you are if this is you, that you are saying no to everything, that you've just been disconnecting and saying no, but really you need to begin to experience a little bit more. If that energy resonates with you, and you'll know this, and let me tell you how you know this. If you are a person who is experiencing some friction with somebody or in a situation because somebody keeps saying to you, you always say no to me, then you know that the message here for you is to maybe consider saying yes. Okay? Maybe you've just been saying no too much. But if you've been saying no to this person because you feel that this person is taking advantage of you, or it could be doing this thing for themselves and they just want you to do it, then it's okay for you to say no, and then this message would be to put your foot down. So that's just an example. You see, when we do these card readings, there could be many meanings to them, but the energy of the card attaches to you because you can recognize in the moment that you see the message that there is something that you either need to say no to or that you've been saying no too much. So this is how you know that the message is appropriate for you to hear. Okay? So, but the initial energy, so I wanted just to give you the example of somebody who may be saying no to everything and maybe needs to turn that around. But in all honesty, the energy of this card is that if you've been asking a question and unsure and indecisive, then you should just say no to the situation. Now, that does not mean that you should say no permanently. It just means no for now. That maybe you need to consider a few more things. So take your time and don't rush into anything. But this is also a very important message for people who have been having difficulty in setting boundaries because they don't feel strong enough to set the boundary, or because the other person is always arguing with them when they set the boundary. This card is saying to you, hold your ground and say no. Don't allow this boundary to be broken. And so this card connects with the card from the Patreon group, which was minimize guilt, because one of the messages of that card was that do not feel guilty about setting boundaries with people where boundaries are needed. So it's a self care card. So the message of it's a no is about protecting yourself. Okay. It's about protecting yourself and your own energy and giving you time to contemplate and consider ramifications or consequences of something that you've been thinking about doing or an action that somebody else maybe wants you to take. So, pretty clear energy. It's a no. When in doubt, say no. For now. Just for now. Everything is moving and flowing all the time. So, it's okay to say no now, and you can always change your mind later. So, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye bye.